I'm an IT professional who has gone from being an overexcited fresher to being an experienced professional to being absolutely bored of doing the same thing over and over again and again, to a point where I actually started to hate what I was doing, and then now circling back to a point where I'm actually proud of what I do and I'm actually excited of what I get to do every single day. And sure, not every single day is equally exciting. Some days are more exciting, some days it is not that exciting. But as sad as it sounds, our work defines the structure of our day. We spend almost 8 to 9 hours at work, which is almost 1/3 of our day. And if we don't really find a way to make that time exciting, we are literally wasting away 1/3 of our day, or rather 1/3 of our entire life, in just being bored and not feeling excited. And that's definitely not a good way to live our life. Hi friends, my name is Ashwini. I welcome you all today to my channel. Today, let's look at 3 things that you can do easily to make your workday very exciting and make yourself more energetic to actually be present for that day. That brings me to the first point, that is to be present. Remember the last time you did something exciting? Just think of this moment. I'm sure that you were completely enjoying that moment because you were completely present at it. Similarly, if you want to enjoy your job, you need to be completely present. Instead of being sitting there and clocking away the hours and saying, oh, this is a part of my life which I just have to go through, have a shift in perspective where you say, this is a part of my life which I get to do. Because yes, as true as it sounds, your job is actually someone's dream. But then I know you will say that, Ashwini, you don't know my job, it sucks completely and I can do way better. And this is where I actually say that this is the advice that you need more than anyone else. Because if you are completely present into that situation, it will help you to focus and analyze why you are stuck, where you are stuck, and what is the best possible way to move out of it. Now that you are completely present, think of things that actually make you irritated at your job, or what are the things that bug you a lot. Are there any steps that you can do to fix them? As Tim Ferriss mentions in his book, try to scratch your own itch. Try to fix these things for yourself. See, but the chances are that if you are facing these issues, your colleagues are also facing these issues. And if you are in a habit of finding these issues, fixing them yourself, taking the necessary steps, first thing, one good thing will happen is that you will get rid of these issues and they will stop bugging you, or you will fix them for yourself. But at the same time, you will be fixing these issues for your colleagues as well. So over a period of time, you will be perceived as that member of the team who takes responsibilities, drives things, takes actions, and actually gets the work done, rather than someone who needs to be pushed, or who needs to be motivated, or needs to be ordered upon to get the issues or to get the problems solved. And this will actually help you to be perceived as a leader, because leaders are the ones who do not wait for any orders but lead themselves to fix the things for themselves as well as for the people around them. You are perceived as a very hardworking person in the team, but all of this is of no use if you are not being kind. This of course does not just apply to your job but to your overall life. And be kind to everyone, not just to your seniors, because see, they are your seniors for a reason. They have that much of amount of experience to identify who is actually genuinely being kind and giving the gift of her talent or her abilities or of her work to actually make the process better, or actually make the other people feel better, rather than a person who is just making it seem like they care. See, they are, as I said, they are your seniors for a reason. They have that experience to distinguish. So actually genuinely be kind, and be kind to anyone, whether it is your juniors, your seniors, the CEO, or anyone. In your presence, people will feel that difference when you are being genuinely kind, because you will be open not just to ideas and suggestions or criticism, but at the same time you will make sure that there is bonding between people, there is connections. In Linchpin, which by the way is a very good book you can read on this subject, it's all about how you make connections and how you cherish those connections. So if you are actually good at what you do, try putting the effort in making the connections also even better, and this actually makes you a real linchpin at your job. Again, with all this, if you really think that the people around you are not kind or they do not reciprocate the same amount of goodwill that you do, that's totally fine. Do it for yourself, because my friend, all the talent in the world can be hired, but the values of being kind, being supportive, being there for the community even when they are not reciprocating, actually will help you to become a more stronger and a much more impactful leader. And absolutely, no, if not in that organization, maybe in some other organization or any place, no one will have the power from stopping you from becoming that impactful leader, because you have got it in you and you have shown it through your actions and through your behavior throughout. I hope you loved this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. And yes, I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.